So, next topic. What is Valve's potential big hitter next, and possibly when?
Okay.
Never!
So, wait, Left 4 Dead 3 is going to come out. But a week before Left 4 Dead 3 is going to come out, Left 4 Dead 4 is going to come out.
Wait, what?
And everybody's going to be pissed.
Time paradox.
Snake, you've created a time paradox.
Okay, honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say in Episode 3, they go to Aperture Laboratories.
Episode 3? I think they're just going to skip Episode 3. Half-Life 3, let's do it.
I hope that they don't come out with Episode 3 until, like, September, because then we'd be able to title our podcast, We Did It Before Valve Could, on Episode 3 of our podcast.
I don't think that they're going to be able... No, August, because it's still July, and I plan on having this up before the end of July.
Go! Start uploading while you're recording. Go! Gadget speed uploader!
You don't have time to edit!
Yeah, this is gonna be as is, folks. No music, no editing. This is just gonna be going up as is.
Social experiment.
Yeah, social experiment.
Oh, God.
Do you still like the podcast and there's not catchy music? Let's find out!
That would be such an evil experiment.
Anyway. Valve... Honestly, their next big hitter isn't going to be a game. Their next big hitter is going to be Steam. They're making so much money. Shut up. They're making so much money off of all the Steam, like all the things they've integrated, like Facebook integration and all the sales. I think that will or it has been and always will be Valve's biggest hitter is not the games they make, but the games they publish.
And see, the funny thing is that I actually, a friend of mine sent me a chart earlier today. It was like a comic comparing what game companies do, what Valve does to increase their profits, what other game companies do. We have to make a new game. Quickly, rush it. And what Valve does, more hacks.
Someone had a joke. It was two people playing, and they were like, why does Valve have cakes and sandwiches in their games? Then cut over to the Valve office and it was like, no food until Episode 3 is done.
Yeah, I saw that. That's hilarious. I love it.
Back when they were making Episode 2, Valve said that they were not allowed... Nobody was allowed to play...
It's going to come out faster. We're going to with it like every few months. We're going to come out with a new episode every few months.
No, nobody... back in Episode 2 is being developed, nobody was allowed to play Bioshock until Episode 2 is done.
Nice. That's kind of what, actually, that's what Ion Storm did with Daikatana. They said, no playing Tekken 3 until Daikatana is done.
Except for Tekken 3's disappointment.
Yeah. So.
I only played Tekken in the arcades.
I never played Tekken.
The only one I really enjoyed was Tekken Tag Team, because that
Tag Team was awesome.
Because that was one that was in a skating rink near me, so we used to play that a lot.
I just love Tag Team because, I suck at fighting games, so I need my extra health bar.
Oh man, if you think you suck at fighting games, I pretty much just mash buttons and see what happens.
Right, the reason I got here so late is because I was over at my friend's house playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm awful at it. I really am.
I played that game and I just figured out how to do the air combos, and I was like, oh, hey, now I can instantly win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I only like the first one. I don't like the other ones.
You didn't like 2?
I don't like 2, I don't like 3.
Why don't you like 2?
Yeah, it's the stupid cheap combo thingies. Annoying as heck.
I actually played the first one.
No, I think you hate 2 more because they had that one character who couldn't be hit by anything. What was it, the Serve Bot?
Oh yeah, that guy.
He was like 1/10 of every other person's size. You try to hit him and everything goes over.
No.
Everybody needs to have a squish button for the Serve Bot.
Then there was Sentinel.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's exactly why I only like the first one, because the first one was actually somewhat balanced.
Anyway.
Balance in a fighting game? What are you talking about?
On topic, so Valve's next big hitter. I'm the only one who said anything. You two? Nothing?
I'm probably guessing it's going to be some brand new game series.
Quiver. They're gonna make Quiver. After like what is it? How long is Half-Life been out?
Let's see, since 1999. So
98 actually. So,
98, really? Wow. Okay.
So 12 years.
12 years. 12
So,
plus years.
After 13 years, they're gonna make Quiver. That's.
See, I think if they were smart, because one thing I've noticed in a lot of the Valve forums when they're talking about like new games, everyone seems to, for some reason, remember that one like side game they did with Half-Life. What was it called? Opposing Force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Opposing Force 2 is actually a fan-made mod that's in the works right now. So.
Yeah, I know some people want to know what. I personally want to know what happened to that because they just kind of ended that on the ye old Valve cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Dear God, every single game was a freaking cliffhanger.
That's how they make money.
Oh,
You continue
wait.
the sequel.
They have Defense of the Ancients 2 coming out soon, don't they?
Ooh.
That's a Valve game?
Yeah, they hired Ice Frog, the guy who is the continual development of the Warcraft 3 mod, and he now works for Valve, and he's reconfiguring Defense of the Ancients for the Source engine, and he's going to release it as Defense of the Ancients 2.
Can I go ahead and just kill my gaming credibility again here?
Yeah, go for it.
I haven't played Defense of the Ancients.
No, neither have I. I just know it's really.
Neither have I.
I just know it's really popular. Enough.
The only time I ever played anything related to it was they came out with it for Command and Conquer, and it was just I loved it then, but it was just madness.
I heard
Yay,
the Base
Command and Conquer.
I heard the Base Hunter song Dota, which is based off of Defense of the Ancients. So that's my credibility.
So I think we pretty much covered that topic. Next topic, Shuda's gonna like this one. Why we don't like Apple, and clarification, we don't hate the people that are forced to use it, we just hate the products and the company.
Amen.
Actually, explain to my sister why I hate Apple, because she wants a MacBook. And she
you got it easy. My sister wants an iPad.
Actually, we actually have iPads at our school.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
Anyway.
Okay, two quick things I really gotta say on this subject. First off, I read an article about a week ago on Tech Republic, an IT website, and the article was, you are not as productive on a tablet as you are on a laptop, which is completely true.
Yeah.
Tablets are most definitely meant for consuming media, but not creating it.
That just kind of sounds like common sense to me. I mean,
Yeah.
using mouse and keyboard, obviously that's a lot faster than touchscreen.
Yeah, most definitely. And then, kind of my other thing I read, which was, or I should say actually, today, sister needed help putting some picture on her iPod. And I was like, okay, well, can you just drag and drop into iTunes? No, I can't. Can you mount the iPod Touch as a flash drive? No, I can't. I can't help you. I have no idea what to do. I was like, really? I mean, because, yeah.
It's really easy. You just...
Okay, I haven't used iTunes in 5 years. Give me a
Not calling your
break.
sister stupid or anything. Email it to yourself, and then you just click the picture and press Save As.
She only has Comcast email, which is a piece of junk.
Let's go ahead and change this topic to why we don't like Comcast.
We don't even have it in our area, and it's much better than MediaCom, so shut up.
I use AT&T, and it's, you gotta hope you're on a good day.
Pretty much, it's only, for us in our area, it's pretty much only Quest, Comcast, HughesNet, or dial-up, where I live.
Poor
And
Jamie.
the frustrating thing is that if you go like 30 miles away from my direction and go into Seattle, you've got Verizon FiOS, you've got Comcast, you've got this, you've got that, you've got this, you got that. It's like, really? What the heck?
Then in Kansas, they have dial-up.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for Jamie. All he has is like Verizon 3G with a 5 GB cap every month. So he can't watch YouTube or anything
It was really
unless
funny.
he goes to a friend's house.
We need to Jamie Sanders relocation fund.
Yeah, Jamie Sanders relocation fund.
Did you read? I can't remember what he was trying to sell. I think he was trying to sell like old computer parts or something. He was like, "This is really important, guys. I need better internet."
I already contributed $57 and bought a 320 gig external drive from him.
I just bought 12 Genesis games from him. So.
Oh wait, he gave you that deal too? Darn it! I should have gone for it.
Yeah. Well, see, what happened was I just got a Genesis recently. So.
Genesis does. Genesis. Sorry.
Genesis is what Nintendo isn't.
Actually, I came up with a saying. I'm sure Gary remembers that. I came up with a saying way back when relating to that with Windows versus Mac. Win does what Mac can't.
Yeah. So my main problem with Mac is, okay, number one, they're closed source. That pisses me off.
Windows is too. But
see, the thing is, Windows, at least, like, even for the people that they give the source to, it's much easier to develop for.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, people are, like, Mac sells it as, there's no viruses. Well, guess what else there isn't? Programs!
And the funny thing is that actually, Genius Bar techs are told to deny the existence of any viruses on Mac.
Well, there aren't tons. I mean, there aren't as many as Windows.
There aren't tons, but they are becoming more common.
Yeah, there are Mac viruses.
You know, the thing that just drives me nuts, because yes, I do have the Mac. I know it does get viruses, but the thing that gets me mad is when people go, but Macs can't get viruses.
Yeah.
It's impossible for a Mac to get a virus. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
There's not enough people using Macs to justify making a virus.
I have to explain this to every single person who wants to get a Mac just to avoid viruses. I tell them the only reason why Windows has so many viruses for it is because of its 95+% market share. That's the only reason why it's got tons of viruses. If it were flipped around, I'm sure Mac would have just as many viruses as Windows.
And Windows would be making, we're virus-free.
Yeah, so, and and also, if you really want to be super secure, virus-free, Linux, it's free.
Well, no, the funny thing that got me off, it was like, there's no viruses on Macintosh. And then, okay, so I was looking on my iPod the other day, and when you scroll down to the bottom of the email app, it says, this thing was checked by AVG for iPod for viruses. I was like, why would you need a virus scanner on something where there's no viruses? Son of a bitch!
Anyway. So, yeah, that and also I just don't like the way they price gouge.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah,
another problem I have.
Someone, I forget who, showed me, like, a list.
Oh my gosh.
Everything that Apple charged, and it's insane.
Yeah, there's numerous sort of flowcharts on 4chan showing somebody buying a top-of-the-line Mac Pro versus buying a gaming netbook, plus a custom-built gaming rig, plus this thing, plus that thing, plus $100 of Pop-Tarts. and it still is cheaper than a Mac Pro.
Well,
what am I using right now? I'm using a MacBook Pro. Oh, wait.
No. Okay, best thing ever. So, they're phasing out the MacBook now.
Wow.
Yeah, guess what they're replacing it with?
MacBook Air?
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's going to be no DVD drive, there's going to be half the size of a hard drive, half of the RAM, and if you want extra, you're going to have to pay 8 times that for a Pro. Well, on the other hand, you can fit it in a manila envelope. Cool party trick, right?
And you can slice bread with it.
Yeah.
It slices, it dices, it goes on the internet.
It's the new iSlap Chop.
Hi, Vince here with the iSlap Chop.
My only problem with it is that, like, at least Windows has sort of branched out, putting some of their programs on Mac, like putting Word and stuff on Mac.
Yeah.
But Apple is too greedy to even transfer any of theirs to Windows because they would make
Pro.
Well, I mean, they would make so much profit.
Yeah.
But they're just pulling everything greedily towards them, and they're not giving anything back.
I have had
they're looking as close to the ground in the short term as they possibly can.
Yeah, I have had multiple people ask me, is there any sort of GarageBand or Final Cut Pro for Windows? And I say, unfortunately, no.